We live in a world where comfort is everywhere. From the moment you wake up, you're surrounded by endless distractions: your phone, social media, streaming platforms, and the convenience of fast food. It's no wonder that when it's time to tackle difficult tasks, whether it's working out, studying, building a business, or even having difficult conversations, your brain resists. Your mind naturally seeks comfort and avoids discomfort. But the truth is, the path to growth, success, and fulfillment lies on the other side of that resistance. The key to overcoming this mental block is what I call the Lotus Method, a mental strategy rooted in ancient wisdom and modern neuroscience that trains your mind to push through resistance and thrive in the face of difficulty. The lotus flower is a powerful symbol in Eastern philosophy. It grows in muddy, dark waters, yet rises above the surface to bloom in pristine beauty. Its strength comes from its roots in adversity. The Lotus Method is about cultivating this same resilience within your mind, training yourself to thrive in difficult conditions rather than seeking to escape them. The mind, like the body, strengthens through stress and challenge. When you avoid hard things, you teach your brain that discomfort is dangerous. But when you face it head-on, you rewire your brain to associate challenge with growth instead of fear. The first step in the Lotus Method is to master the art of detachment. Most of the pain and resistance you feel when facing a difficult task comes from over-identifying with the outcome. You're not afraid of the task itself, you're afraid of failure, judgment, or discomfort. The solution is to detach from these thoughts. When your mind says, "I can't do this," or "What if I fail?" you observe the thought without engaging with it. You become the calm observer, not the victim of your thoughts. Just like the lotus remains untouched by the muddy water, you separate yourself from the mental noise and focus only on the task at hand. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful tools to cultivate this state of detachment. Next, you must embrace discomfort as a form of training. The brain is wired to avoid pain and seek pleasure, but this evolutionary trait becomes a weakness in the modern world. Comfort breeds complacency. The key is to intentionally expose yourself to controlled discomfort on a regular basis. Cold showers, intense workouts, fasting, and deliberate focus on difficult tasks all train your brain to stop associating discomfort with danger. Over time, you build what psychologists call distress tolerance, the ability to remain calm and focused under pressure. This is why elite athletes and warriors use discomfort as a tool. They understand that mastering the mind requires training it to endure and adapt. The third step in the Lotus Method is to create a ritual of focus. Most people struggle to stay consistent with hard tasks because they rely on motivation, which is fleeting. Instead of relying on motivation, build a system of habits that trigger a focused state automatically. Start by setting a clear time and place for your work. Remove distractions. Train your mind to associate that environment with deep work. Use cues like lighting a candle, drinking a specific tea, or listening to the same music playlist to signal to your brain that it's time to focus. The goal is to eliminate decision fatigue and make deep focus a conditioned response. Another essential part of the Lotus Method is to reframe your internal dialogue. When you face resistance, your mind will try to sabotage you with thoughts like, "I'm tired," "This is too hard," or "I'm not good enough." Instead of engaging with these thoughts, replace them with empowering ones. Tell yourself, "This is making me stronger. I can handle this," and "I grow through challenge." Your mind believes what you repeatedly tell it. By shifting your internal dialogue, you transform resistance into fuel. Finally, you must learn to embrace imperfection and failure as part of the process. The lotus blooms not because the water is perfect, but because it rises above the imperfections. When you fail, when things don't go as planned, you don't quit, you adapt. The key to mastery isn't perfection, it's consistency. Progress happens when you show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. The more you face difficulty without running from it, the more you rewire your brain to see challenge as an opportunity rather than a threat. The Lotus Method is about rewiring your mind to thrive in discomfort. It's about detaching from the outcome, training through controlled discomfort, building rituals of focus, mastering your internal dialogue, and embracing imperfection. Just like the lotus rises above the mud to bloom, you have the power to rise above your inner resistance and become mentally unstoppable. The hard things in life are not obstacles, they are the path. The more you lean into them, the more you grow. Train your mind, trust the process, and remember strength is not built in comfort, but in challenge.